So, this video is basically like a talking and unboxing two old dolls from like early G3. Because you know what, the dolls aren't going to get views because they came out like 2 years ago. So, I am just going to make a video unboxing these dolls and ranting. This is Juno, the cat that you always see in the videos. She's a sweet girl. She's very fluffy and she's very sweet. She's very sweet and a very nosy girl. Anyways, I made a list for what I wanted to rant about while I unbox these. It's my ranting list because I am good at ranting. I rant a lot. I'm a very ranting person, and my cats are wrestling. You good? These are my two bootleg Mikus. This is a tank. I was supposed to rescue a lizard, but the girl randomly ghosted my sister. So, lizard ain't here. I lost my scissors again. So we're using wire cutters because they work okay. First thing on my rant list, if I completely did my passcode wrong. Okay. Fake micro trend haters. Okay. So I have noticed this with mainly one particular, I noticed this mainly with one specific creator on Instagram, and I'm not going to say who, obviously, but I noticed that they would go and make videos saying how much they hated people who went after microtrends and people who would just buy a lot of stuff and that opened nicely, and basically get over it in a year. Okay, and I will say I am a Labubu haver. Okay, I own a Labubu. Is it real? No. Okay, it's not real. I won one at a fair. Okay, I didn't win it, but like, I didn't steal it. But like, it's not real. Okay, I wish I had the money to buy a real one. Like, I do own a Labubu. He is still on my bag. Okay, he's still hanging out up there. But I noticed that this creator would go and make videos, specifically when the brats, like, I forgot what they're called, like, brats boo-boos, that's what I called them. The bratsies, I think that's what they're called, came out, saying, like, oh, like, you don't need them, you know, which would be fine, you know, because, like, I can understand that, like, hey, guys, like, you don't need to overconsume, and I respect that, like, I completely understand wanting people to not overconsume on, things, that it's gonna be just a trend. I understand that. But my problem lies where you say that, but you're not following your own words, you know? And I noticed that this creator would go and, like, they posted a story or something of, like, a giant collection that they got from, Wicked. Like, this giant collection, all the stuff they got from Wicked. I never watched Wicked, okay? Never watched it. I tried to watch the first one, didn't really get that far into it. I think I got to where, like, I don't know, they shared a room. That's all I got, okay? And, so, like, could it be, like, absolutely beautiful? Could it be absolute cinema? Sure, okay, I don't know. But, they were like, well, I need to have somewhere to put these or I'm just gonna sell it. It's like, that movie's only been out for, gosh, maybe I should just get scissors. That movie's only been out for, like, I don't know. The first one, the second one came out, like, recently. Wicked movie. Okay, the Wicked movie came out in 2024, the first one. So it's only been like 2 years. Okay? It's only been 2 years. And, like, I understand, like, you can have waves of, like, interest. But in this like, Wicked for Good, I think, just came out, like, the past year. In, like, 2 years, you collected a ton of stuff. And after the second movie's been out for maybe, like, I don't know, maybe a year or so, you're like, okay, I want to get rid of, like, I want to do something with this now. Like, I don't want to have it anymore. Then why'd you buy it all? Like, you're talking about not wanting people to overconsume, but you're also overconsuming. You know, that's where it's kind of like you're not following your own rules. Not rules, but, like, what you stand by, you're not following it. And, like, no one's perfect, and I understand that, but if you're gonna shame people for over consuming and you're the one that's also over consuming, you sound like double standard. I feel like saying someone's on double standard, but like you sound like you have a lot of double standards, and I don't like that. I personally don't like that. And second rant talk. Spam follow accounts in the doll community. I have personally had this happen to me 2-3 times, okay? And I'm not sure if these are all the same person, but even, like, I told my sister, like, it freaked me out. This person had an account and had multiple accounts, okay? The first one, they had no dolls on it. Second one had nothing on it at all. And the third one had a doll on it, but it was a profile picture. So that was like already 3 accounts. They all followed me, and every time I'd post, they would like spam like all my posts. And they did this for like maybe a month, and then I blocked them because I was like getting weirded out. Crap. And like I never had to deal with it again. But that freaked me out, and I don't really know why people do that. Like, I can understand if someone's thinking that it does some good, but it doesn't. It shadow bans you, and I'm not sure if shadow bans work as like how they do on TikTok, because I don't go on TikTok anymore. I'm not a TikTok haver. I mean, I have it on my phone, and I get like random like messages being like, "We miss you. I'm not going on you anymore." So I downloaded all the edits I wanted. Okay, all the edits I have of this beautiful lady. It's on my phone now. Okay. I'm good. I'm chill. I don't need it anymore. So I haven't gone on TikTok in like 2 years or something. I stopped using it whenever like the TikTok ban was gonna happen. That was the last time I used it. So I was prepared. I downloaded all my favorite edits. I think everyone did that though. But like, I could swear I had. My snippers are in here. Okay, I need to put my fake Mikus back up here. These are my fake Mikus. I got them off of AliExpress like back in like middle school. Yes, I noticed that, and that freaked me out with someone just like spam liking my stuff. And I have like experienced having a stalker before already. So it like freaks you out a ton. And so I blocked them, and I have not had to deal with it since, which is good, because if I did, I'd never use Instagram again. But that's one thing, and I'm not sure if it's kind of like a competitive thing on Instagram, because I don't know, it just weirded me out a ton, is hate for simple ignorance on new collectors. So I have experienced this, and I've experienced both sides of it. I have been collecting since like maybe 2023. So I have had Monster High dolls since I was like younger. Sorry, I just didn't like you being able to see my legs. But like I have experienced both sides of this, of being the hater, sadly, and also being the ignorant person. So I feel like a lot of the time being more hated, or not being hated, being the more hatred-filled person a lot of the time is out of jealousy. And I have experienced that in my life. I have been jealous multiple times, and I have been jealous since I was over like little things, since I was a kid. You know, most people do. But it's how you handle that jealousy. And like people who get mad at people who like simply get like a character wrong, you know, or didn't know like a certain doll existed. That's what I mean. So like I didn't even know there was a Wisp and Valentine doll. I never knew that. I was like, ever since I was a kid, I was like, dang, I'm surprised they didn't make Wisp. But when I found that out, like I was new to that. I never knew that. And like there's a ton of dolls I didn't even know ever existed, and I'm still learning that like new dolls existed, you know? So in a way, everyone is still new to collecting. Very chunky. She's been in that box for like 2 years. I have experienced people being rude to me out of simple ignorance before. Describing this, and it irritated me because this is the first time I ever had this happen to me. I listed something on Depop, and right when it got to the person's house, that person made like an offer for it. Right when it got to the person's house, they relisted it. Triple the price. Literally. And I was irritated. And so I went onto a Facebook group, which I know Facebook's Facebook. But I made a post like asking if I should, I'm gonna block my face out so you can't see me. If I should like report the person for doing that. Like just trying to get some insight of people that might have already dealt with it. And almost instantly, my post was filled with hate and calling me dumb. Almost instantly. And I have posted in that group before on numerous occasions. Howler Thriller, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. But I have posted on that group multiple times. And like I got so much hate for that. And I think people need to understand that like I made a review saying that explaining the situation on that person's account. I left them 4 stars. I was not gonna leave them 1 star, you know, I was still trying to be nice. I left them 4 stars. And basically said like this person sent an offer for this doll. I accepted it. Right when it got there, it was relisted for triple the price. And I did that because there are some people out there that don't want to buy from people who are simply just reselling, that aren't collectors. That's what that was for. I did not do that because, I got sad. Because whenever I do get lots, and if I already do have a doll, I do usually relist it. Okay? I do. I do. Okay? I've had Ashlyn, Ella multiple times. I've had 2 student disembodied president Scaras. You know, so like I've had multiple dolls. And I'll just relist them, you know. But I was like explaining in that post, like I was wanting to leave a review or something because some people don't want to go and buy from a reseller who isn't a collector, who isn't a part of the community. That was for. And I felt terrible that day because I felt like I was truly a terrible person for that. So yeah, I think the community needs to work on that. I think we all need to work on that in general. Okay, next one. Resellers and price gouging for dolls. So, like I just mentioned, that person bought the doll for $20, relisted it for $60. And in a way, I can completely understand this. You know, like, if, like, I've had dolls. If I have a doll and I've, like, because usually whenever I sell a doll, I fix their glue seepage or something, you know, and I just, like, fix them up and then I sell them. So, like, the Ashlyn, Ella, and a Hunter 2-pack, okay, I sold them for, like, I think, like, $30. And, which could I have done cheaper? Yeah, but Ashlyn was missing stuff. Not cheaper, more. It gets to the same point where it's, like, it's a difference when you're a part of the community and when you're not a part of the community, if that makes sense. I say that a lot, apparently. And what I mean by that is, like, whenever people will list stuff and, like, get a doll lot or something, and then relist it for, like, double the price. Simply because it's like, it's Monster High, let's triple the price. And it's the type of thing is, like, are resellers the problem? And I think there is an argument to be had for resellers, like, but also that goes back into the corporate and, like, how Goodwill is using people's like resellers to up their prices, you know, so like doubling the prices at Goodwills and stuff, so making things more expensive for the common day people. That's my problem. I don't like that. You used to be able to go to a Goodwill and get like 3 shirts under $1. Now you're getting 1 shirt for $3. So I don't really like that. Do I blame resellers for that? No, I don't really think I do. I do list stuff on Depop. Like, I have clothes that I've worn or something that I relist, or I'll have something that I thrifted that like I thought I'd wear and I never do, so I list it. That happens more often than not. I thrift a lot. Not anymore though, sadly. I don't got a car. Bro! Okay. Oh, I love this Frankie. This is my favorite Frankie. I don't know why. Love him! I love you! You're my favorite. Okay. I don't really blame resellers for that completely. Like, I also blame just greedy corporate, like, businesses. Well, corporate businesses. I blame greedy businesses a lot. Cause, like, it's not my, like, I resell clothing that I've never really worn. It's not my fault that Goodwill is so expensive. You know, so it's just a mix, you know. So I think there is a discussion to be had about it, but I think a lot of people focus too much on blaming everyday people instead of blaming the businesses, if that makes sense. So, like, yeah, people do buy clothing to resell from Goodwill, but at the same time, they are getting it out of landfills. But Goodwill is making it so hard for everyday people, to go buy stuff at Goodwill. So more stuff goes to landfills. So it's just like, it's more relied on Goodwill. Because Goodwill's pushing more things into landfills because they're too greedy and they want moolah. Oh my gosh. Probably floats too. I think that's all I had on my yapping list. Like, I can understand the hatred, like, not the hate, like, the hatred. But, like, not really liking the style, I can kind of understand that. Because, like, is this G1 Claudine? No, it's not. So, like, I can understand that in a way. But, like, there's dolls. Okay. But, like, I love this Frankie. I don't know why. Like, I used to think this line kind of sucks, and I got Claudine because, like, I loved Claudine. But, like, I don't know. There was just a random love in my heart for this Frankie. Don't know why. I don't know why that love hit there, but, like, I love this Frankie. Also, I really like a lot of G3 Frankies. Like, this one right here, and there's another Frankie behind it, but, like, that one right there. I love that Frankie a lot. Like, I just like how a lot of the G3 Frankies look. I like the blue skin. I think that's what it is. I like blue and pink and purple and green. But, I need to brush this Frankie's hair out, because goodness. But, like, I love this Frankie so much, and I don't know why. Is it giving Hot Topic, like, recent Hot Topic? Yeah, a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes Hot Topic's got some bangers, okay? Okay, so I think I'm done with my ranting, but I just wanted to add, I have been doing a lot more art onto my, like, posting it on my Instagram. So if you are interested, let me know. And I'm thinking about selling art prints, but I'm not entirely sure. But thank you for watching, and I'm sorry if my voice changed a lot during the video. My voice gets a lot different when I'm tired, because I don't talk a lot at the end of the day.